All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to some Hold the Line tournament. It's the 30 versus 30 single lane. Let's go ahead and open up the map. I'll show you. So I got this little thing on here. Boop, just like that. Oh, you know what? It said it was left, right. I got the wrong one on there. I apologize. So it's gonna look like that on the other side, and I don't have the other one set up. So I guess I'm happy I didn't hotkey that on there. I apologize. Apologize for that. I thought it said it was going to be... I guess I read it backwards. I do that. Anyways, so the geofence, it's essentially going to lock them out just over halfway right here. So you're going to... Basically, everything's going to stay to the west of the center. They'll be able to go a little bit east of the point, but... not too terribly far, and because of the geofence, its automated bots will kill them if they go outside of the out-of-bounds area for more than 10 seconds. So we don't even have to really pay attention to that at all. The bots will take care of it for us. Got about 40 seconds before the curtain drops. Let's take a look at what's going on the map. You can see that Caveiras has quite a few guys over here on the eastern side of the map. They got one truck partially loaded here, supply truck in the center. Div33, similar setup, got a truck in the center. Supply truck to the east. Got their medium going west, light going up the center, up the gut. Light tank here, more to the west. Medium tank off to the east for Caveiras. 10 seconds before the curtain drops. Here we go. We're gonna watch out for those starting rockets. Everybody knows how much I love them starting rockets. Supplies dropping down right there for the allies. Rules enabled. Yes, they are. I wish I would have put my thing on there properly. Here comes Game Over riding on top of the truck as an AT. Let's see if he gets that rocket off. Here comes the first rocket from Div33, landing a little short. Here comes the next one. Ooh, it's pretty close. Lord Dark sensing it, jumping out, wanting to get some sort of spawn up. Probably getting a garrison to be my guess. Yes, jumping out to get the garrison up. Swinging a miss from the rockets from Div33. I haven't seen any rockets come out from Caveiras yet. Game Over, still on top of the truck. He's looking for that juicy one. He never sent the rocket out. Okay. Comes the last rocket coming in from Div33. Eastgate running up, getting his OP up very deep. Over here in the center. More rockets going off. These guys are right on top of each other. Luke's up on top of the hill, commanding the heights above dugout. Got another Luke's just to our left down here, holding down the low ground. Some tank rounds hitting up on the high ground, forcing the Luke's over there on the right to have to back off. Mauricio! I worked for a Mauricio once. He was from Sicily. Will Kill, what's your name? Will Killer. Suppose I could have guessed that. Chaco Meta running out, trying to get a shot on Casper there, who's shooting from the back of that down truck. Chaco Meta just spots him, still doesn't get him. He's trying to light him up. Casper trying to throw some grenades. Chacomata coming around the backside, gets him in the back. Mauricio spawns in. Chacomata comes around the corner. Mauricio puts a rocket right in his face, but does not land the hit. Chacomata going back the other way. Will Killer now pushing through, trying to get into Mauricio's face. Gets caught by a tank round. Rockets coming out from Mauricio. Tank rounds coming in from the backside. Chacomata trying to push up and look further down, see what's in front of him. He's not going to be able to peek that corner very good. Got tank right there. He is catching some rounds from the Lukes. That's just a Stewart, so he shouldn't be able to do too much damage. The other Lukes, they're both still here. That is the further out Lukes is actually pushing down onto the road, pushing into the Stewart right now. Took out the OP from Casper. There is the capture to Div33. Casper gets run over by the Lukes. The Lukes gets taken down by the Stewart back here. Nice kill. Backing the camera off. Does look Caveiras does have control of the heights above dugout. You got Elo. What do we got here? Elaco Luis? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Elo. I can't pronounce your name. Urson pushing in. His tanks catching some rounds from the medium over there. Over by the gardens. Some of these guys getting pretty far east. They should be fine. Yes, none of them really pushing past the center line. These guys are all well within the boundary. Schema may be pushing his way a little far to the east. I think he can go at least this far. I know it's most of the way. In the square, Link goes down. Yanlef also takes him out. Supplies coming down for the Germans here on top of these guys. They're going to clean that up. They just hit the building there. Tatao should have heard that. Tatao. Didn't hear the thunk. Everybody else did. Head. Head. THD head. You ran right past the tube and... oh well. They'll figure it out eventually. DJ. It's DJ Burrito, right? Yes, DJ Burrito. Gets taken out before he can run in there. He's trying to get a garrison up over there. Back over here by the center. The Allies are starting to break in a little bit. Cav starting to get the pressure on here at the circle. Luke's locking it down for Div33, though. Cav having a hard time getting their infantry in here. They're getting cleaned up by that Luke's. Over here on the western edge of the map, Caveiras is trying to get a couple of guys swinging through at the very edge. Iske peeking. Does he spot Mental right there? He's throwing grenades out. Mental spots him while he's... oh, man, that should have had him. I know the feeling. You got a grenade in your hand and you're peeking the corner and you see the guy, but you're already in the middle of pulling the pin. Very unfortunate. Game over. Holding down this hedgerow for Caveiras, though. Lord Dark trying to make his way across. Gets taken down by Bakudan. Who gets cleared up by Game Over. I don't see any cap pressure going on right now, but Caveiras does have pretty good pressure going on over here at the circle. It's only a handful of guys and a Luke's locking this down. The Stewart is still right there, so should be able to push up if he wanted to support this infantry. They do have this infantry advantage over here, and the Luke's can't do terribly much damage to him. Let's take a look and figure out where the P4 is. He is over here trying to help lock down the western edge of the map. That Stewart is pretty clear to push up if he wants to get some cap pressure going on. Caveiras very, very focused. Caveiras. Sorry. Caveiras. I don't know why I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Even though you told me how to say it and even said I was saying it right, I still feel like I'm saying it weird. I don't have the accent. That's what it is. It sounds so much cooler when you say it with the accent. Luck Strike shooting down the road, trying to lock this down as the Allies are pushing their way down. See, this is why I like to do Allies blue and Axis red, because then I'll start referring to them as such. Instinctually. And then when I'm on the other side, oh, does that throw me off. Div33 pushes some guys up this hedgerow. They could stand to get a couple guys up here on the high ground right here. You can jump up on the hedge right here where Pato is. You can just stand right up on this. You can see everything. You'd be surprised how often people don't see you when you do it too, because you can still kind of hide in the brush. Anyways, Chapo spotted him, taken him down. He's kind of doing the same thing over here on this hedge. In fact, he's doing the exact same thing. Except he's over here. That's actually a spot I'd never really noticed before, so thank you, Chapo Liners. I thought I heard some tank fire going on over here. Yeah, here's the medium is pushing up for the Allies here. Cav taking some ground, taking control of the hilltop. I think they already had control of the hilltop. Still contesting the circle. This Luke still blocking them out. I do indeed hear the Stewart below us starting to get aggressive. Should be dropping his last HE around. He's getting lit up by the Lukes, but he should be able to take him down. Hit him so hard he knocked him backwards, almost flipped him over. Here comes the next shot from the Stewart. Did he miss? Come on, you guys can do it. You've got him on the run. There it is. Luke's goes down to the Stewart. Allies now about a quarter of the way captured here at Dugout. I would not be one bit surprised to see this P4 start. Ooh, what did... Never mind. There's a medium over here. Did the P4 get destroyed? It does look like the P4 got cleaned up while we were watching that. Yes, there he is. There is the dead P4. So, nice tank play by Caveiras. Game over, pushing up, trying to get a hold of Mental, who's holding down this hedgerow for Div33. Somebody had gotten a rocket on that medium tank, forcing him to back off. Mateus pushing up, might be able to take control of this house. Div33 pushed back pretty hard. They had control of Dugouts pretty good there for a minute, but Caveiras with a coordinated tank push managed to take all three of the major positions at the same time. The center, the left, and the high ground. Now, they don't have full control of the road here. Div33 is still breaking some guys through here and holding onto this road, so they have not completely cleared out the west. If they can take control of this corner here and hold this house, they can effectively box out Div33. They have to run across that open to get back in there. Looks like Div33 really doesn't want to let that happen. They're pushing some guys back up in here to the main dugout house here. This house here is kind of one of the main positions over Dugout. There is the capture for Caveiras. Caveiras. Is it Caveiras? Caveiras? Ah, I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. Pretty nice push coming from Div33, trying to push up into AA network. Only a handful of guys for Cav holding them back. Air pushes some reinforcements down there, trying to box these guys out of the wheat field, though. Car de Bronco up on the glider. Come on, knock onto him. Get some pretty nice flank fire going into these. Can you get Elsar here? Shoot Elsar. Ah, he looked the other way. The tank is still lighting that up over there as well. Almost catches a round, but he is behind the hedge. Where is that coming from? AT gun back there. And there is a heavy over here. Might catch a hold of this Stewart if he's not careful. Or the medium that's pushing up. I think the heavy is the next hedge down. Oh, there's two heavies here. There's one there. And there's another one over here to the right somewhere. You're not seeing him. The Stewart just driving in there, though. What was that? Truck. Stewart just driving up in there, getting aggressive. There goes the Stewart. Gets immediately caught a hold of by the Panther. There's the Panther back here. There you are. Blending in with the ground. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Still trying to get to 1,000. One of these days we'll make it. Here comes the Panther pushing up. Looks like he's going to try and get some shots onto the medium Sherman here. I don't think he can hit him. It's going to be hard for the Allies to make their way across. They got the Panther here. They got Bakodan with a nice field of fire going on here. You can see across this whole field. Anybody who comes over this hilltop immediately gets lit up by the MG. Could stand to maybe have an MG back over here too. If you can get set up without being spotted, you got a nice field of fire all the way into dugout. You can see the hilltop. A couple of good positions back here for machine guns. There is a flank attack going on by Div33 starting to make their way around A network. They're pretty close to the edge of the zone. Again, I apologize for messing up my thing. I can't show you guys if they're out of bounds or not. Head gets taken down. Bombing run going off way to the south. Sounds like, is that the counter bombing run? No. So there was a bombing run that went off down here. Do some damage to the tanks, but there's still plenty of infantry here. Not a terrible bombing run, but there's a lot of infantry up on the next road about to push into the house here at dugout. Bruto up in the window was lighting him up with the MG, but somebody got a hold of him. Somebody wanted to make sure he doesn't get back in that window. He's not there anymore, but that was a nice rocket. Who shot that? Will Killer. Somebody's shooting rockets from behind. Oh, they're still putting rockets into that house, not pushing very hard. They had a pretty wide open push going on there. A little bit of a missed opportunity by Div33. Now they're getting caught by Memento. It's like it feels like there's more people at this house because every time they go to push, they catch a casualty. But like right now, it's clear they could just push. But they don't realize that, of course. They don't see what I see, but man, they could just walk right in right now. They are still taking some casualties here from Casper, who's shooting flank fire into them through the hedge. Now, they are setting up some pretty decent fields of fire. All right, yeah, Bruto. Oh. He must just be hip firing. Couldn't set up properly or something. Looked like he was just hip firing for a second there. There they go. Div33 finally getting up a little closer. Might be able to start pressuring that house. You got some guys over here. Feels like they were just waiting for this push to make it up at the same time. Using that MG to light up the field here. Fran and game over. Actually, someone else over here just shot game over. Possibly saving Fran. Iske up here, shooting through the hedge, gets taken down by Lord Sith. Oh, come on, Lord Sith and Lord Dark. I want to see you guys shoot at each other. No, come on, Lord Dark, leave Fran alone. Oh, Fran, he's right there. Fran jumping out in the open, just narrowly doesn't spot Lord Dark. Fran gets spotted by Infanterist. Lord Dark does get taken down by Remus. Lord Sith making his way up to the hedge, about to pop out. Iske jumping over the hedge at the same time, still managed to win the exchange. Crayfor also out in the open, but Crayfor wins the exchange on that one. Looks like Div33 starting to make a push down over here on the western edge of the map. Let's take a look at what's going on at the east real quick. See what's going on over here. Still a pretty big fight going on over by AA Network. Massive distraction from the fight that's happening there, allowing Div33 to get in position over here in the west. Probably the better choice, too. It's a lot harder for the tanks up on the hill to shoot you when you're over here behind the house. Now, there is a little bit of a tank battle going on here. Ooh, Panther almost caught one there. Looks like there's a 76 back over that next hedge. Lord Dark pushing up again. I got myself, I was thinking Lord Sith, but yeah, Lord Dark was on that side. Lord Sith is right here as well. Fran pushing around the edge of the map. Nobody's watching Fran. Lord Dark comes around the corner. Fran spots him and gets him before being cleaned up by the tank. Now the gunner, or the sorry, the driver of this tank is positioned really well so that the driver can cover this area over here with his MG. Never mind. He moved. Oh, I've seen this before. Don't you get that thing stuck. Alright, 76 making a push forward, maybe trying to get up on this Panther. I don't think he can push out of bounds. I don't think he has enough time to make it all the way out of bounds, so he's going to have to drive straight into it. Unless he can see it from here. I don't think he can see it from there. Looks like this Panther is trying to duel it out with the other 76 over there on the road. You can see him over there. Big fight happening at the house while all this is going on as well. Looks like tanks are going to take a minute to fight each other. I want to back the camera up. I want to see what's going on over here at the dugout house here. Chaco, Meta, and Mauricio on opposite sides of the house of each other. Ooh. Iske managed to slip through over here. Game over, trying to threaten the Panther. Catches a rocket from Infanterist. And he does take it down with that rocket. Sorry, it's also an oddly difficult name to say. Infanterist. Infanterist. Alright, well, man, that really stalls up the pressure over here on the western edge of the map for Div33 losing that Panther. Where are the rest of their tanks? I see one medium over here on the main road. He might be dueling it out with the tank up here on top of the hill. The medium that is damaged up here on top of the hill does look like he has been fighting with the P4 over here, who is catching rounds from the west. Yeah, from the west. Somebody's got eyes on him down the road. It's the tank up on top of the hill. Yeah, P4 goes down, was taken down by the crew up over here. These boys, kaputs. He's hitting something else over here too. Tiger up on the hill, catching some ricochets from kaputs. I don't know, can he not return fire? He's trying to lower his shot because he's getting the ricochets off the turrets. I think he's just barely... Yes, this is Div33 versus Caveiras. Caveiras? Caveira? Am I saying it wrong? Oh, I stopped watching the tank. I was looking at the chat. Yes, I believe you are in the right place, sir. I thought I had titled it as such. Did I not? It's alright. Now I gotta go look at my stuff to make sure I didn't screw something up. Oh, I see. We're not live yet. That's why. 30-minute delay, my friend. We will be caught up in about 4.5 minutes. It freaked me out for a second there. I think I can actually respond to him. The chat, there it is. Sorry about this, people. Oh no, I hear a tank, I hear a bombing run. Delay is almost caught up. Where's the bombing? Oh, fortunately the bombing's right in front of us. Tank goes down right in front of us. Looks like they drove one of their tanks up in and got caught hold of by the Tiger. At least I'm happy I was watching while that was happening. The delay is almost caught up. Looks like the 76 up here on the hill got beat up pretty good by that bombing run. There is one squad leader still up in the house. Does he have an OP? He does not have an OP, so... Unless he can get an OP up, and that's going to be pretty difficult to do with infantry pushing him. He just got a kill over there. Elo just got a kill, and Machine Gun was trying to run up in the house, but As long as they have this, oh, I was gonna say as long as they have this 76, they'll be all right. But the 76 gets cleaned up by the AT gun way in the back. Bakudan and whoever else that is. Who is that? Gotta see your names, boys. Crafor. Nice shot, fellas. Nice shot. Alright, let's go ahead and back the camera up over here. Put ourselves kind of in the middle, take a look at what's going on. It does look like Caveiras is starting to break through over here towards Hamlet. Rocket going off, swing and a miss from Simongus. Oh, meats. Meats. That's a nice position. Look at that. Nice elevated position. Can see over everything, but he kind of blends in with the hedgehog. Gets a hold of Schema. Oh, he's getting a hold of everybody with that MG. He's tearing him up. Beautiful position there. Kevin! Can you get him? Oh my goodness. Just tearing everybody up with that beautiful position and just fantastic trigger control. With these little bursts. I'm loving these little bursts. Yeah, they're trying to clear him out. He's keeping this flank completely locked down, keeping everybody's heads down. He's got infantry pushing up, trying to clear these guys out. Doing a fantastic job with that machine gun. Let's take a look back over at the center and see what's going on over here by the dugout house. It does look like Caveiras managed to take complete control of the house down over here to even start to slip some guys down the western edge of the map here. Iske. This is like the third time we've seen him slipping along this hedge. This is his hedge. Throwing grenades out. Does he get a hold of Crafor? He does. Does indeed get a hold of Crafor. There is the garrison. He's shooting at Mental over there. There's a big spawn in. Wipes most of it. A couple of them are still alive. And Iske goes down. The garrison will continue to thrive. Lord Dark making his way down, gets cleaned up by Luis, who almost gets caught by a rocket. They know exactly where that garrison is now. If Game Over shoots that rocket just right, he might be able to take out that garrison. I don't think he's gonna. Things are still pretty secure over there on the western edge of the map. Looks like the Meats is still holding on. Got his machine gun position, just wiping these guys out. I can hear Bonzas back here going ham as well. Look at this field of fire. He's got this whole road locked down here. Slow down. Can't see him, but he's still lighting them up. Make sure they can't move around in there. Look at his machine gunner. Like machine gunners everywhere, just lighting it up. This is also an interesting position. He's using the fire from this burned out AT gun. Sorry, pushing the wrong buttons. Using the fire from this burned out AT gun to mask his machine gun fire. That was a pretty decent position. Garrison getting lit up, being pushed from behind by Salty. And thanks. Thanks now pushing around, trying to flank around the garrison, try to get in behind it while Salty hopefully holds position and watches. Machine gun Juan goes down over there to Salty. Just heard and saw that shot. Thanks on the garrison. Will there be a spawn in? There was somebody there, but no spawn in. Just on the OP over there. He's heading this way. Garrison is gone. Elo should be able to get a couple of kills in the back as long as Kevin doesn't spot him. Oh, he gets Kevin. Here comes Salty around the corner. Salty gets him. Back over on the western edge of the map, I can see is that a Stuart? No, it's a medium. There's a medium pushing up on the hill, now trying to support the push that's going on over here on the western edge of the map. Where are the tanks? Precision strike coming in. Do we get the hit? He's starting to move. A little short, does some decent damage. Cyback's doing the repairs there. He does catch a round off the top from the medium over here. Might find himself a little exposed, pushed out like that. Heavy's right there. Yeah, narrow miss with that precision strike. Feels like it landed a little short of where it was marked, but... Here comes a Panther pushing up now, trying to engage the medium back there, who will likely have to back off if he spots this in time. So I do see something coming from the rear. Oh, I think it's just that supply truck back there I'm spotting. Panther locking down the road. Things still feeling pretty stable over here in the west. 2 tanks for Div33, keeping things secure over here on the western edge of Hugo's. Reinforcements pushing up in the center now, trying to stop this push from Salty. Kind of a little bit of a no man's land. Salty having a hard time pushing his squad up to this barn. He should be able to make his way up that hedgerow, set up an OP on the edge of this barn. I don't know, I kind of thought I just saw AT round or something coming through. There's a gun back here. There's another AT gun further back. That's the one they were shooting the tanks with before. Yeah, they're starting to make their way up, starting to get up on this house over here. It's a good position to start staging an assault at Hugo's farm. If you can get a squad or two in here, as long as they don't get pinned down from flank fire. Oh, Salty went down while I wasn't looking. I wanted to see what kind of flank they had going on over here. They do kind of want to take control of Hamlet. If they can get control of Hamlet, they can swing some guys down and around and start hitting Hugo's from the side. They need to control Hamlet if they want to break in. It's either that or they're just gonna have to force their way through the front door. Do have a decent push going on right here. Also over here in the west, they're still trying to push. It does seem like they're trying to focus on the west over here quite a bit. And with the 2 tanks and all the infantry and the wide open, this is not the best way to attack into Hugo's farm. It is a way, but I wouldn't say it's the best way. I think the best way is to take control of Hamlet, and then you can use this front door position. You can flank in through here, and then you can even send guys down and around behind. It's a lot more difficult than what I just said, though. You don't even necessarily need to control Hamlet if you can control this road, so that you can slip through where these guys are. You can prevent the flank fire on this position. That's a lot of it. If you can keep people like Rallo up there from shooting into the flank of that barn. Oh, but Andre gets taken down from way further back. You got Eslar with a squad back here shooting into these guys as they're trying to make their way down these lanes. And they've got a nice, gorgeous field of fire here. Look at this. He can see straight down this road. Anybody who tries to cross it. There's another tank pushing up for Div33 over here on the eastern side. P4 making his way forward. Might be able to help Div33 retake this position. They need to control from here to here. They cannot allow the Allies to have any of that territory, and they control all of it at the moment. So, Schema pushing up. Andre gets taken down from the flank. I think Chapo got him. Allies with some pretty good positions right now. Hamlet now looking pretty empty. A couple of guys just spawned in. Here comes DJ Burrito. Looks like, okay, one of them did get caught by Schema. DJ Burrito now laying low at the edge of the hedge. Chapo making his way across the field. More spawn is there. Is that a Garrett? I think it's just an OP. Just an OP, so not too many reinforcements going on in here. There's likely a garrison in the area. I don't see one. Where? Let's take a look at the garrison spread right now real quick. So Caveiras has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 of their garrisons in the blue. Keeping it locked down. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So decent garrison spread from Div33. They're not exactly lacking. They could use a few extra. Excuse me. They could use a few more garrisons, but some of the garrisons that need to be places are in positions that they need to retake first. So all in all, I would say that both teams are doing a great job keeping their garrisons up. There's a fight going on right here. Div33 trying to take back the center. Rollo getting the kill. Rollo still up here. Kevin are coming around the backside. Tries to get to Rollo in the back, but gets taken down. Thanks doesn't spot him as he runs past. He's actually going to run the other direction. Rollo taking fire. Thanks spots him. Gets him in the back. Did he get an OP up anywhere? A little further back. So they're trying to take back this position. There's also a fight going on down here. These guys both attacking into each other. It looks like Div33 has gotten tired of being on the back foot. Starting to push their guys up the lanes, trying to attack in multiple directions now. Salty now pushing back into position. Getting lit up by that tank up there on the high ground, though. Having a hard time making his way up this particular hedgerow. Gets taken down from the flank over there from Islar. Kevin now all by himself trying to hold down this position. I'm sure he'll get another spawn in just a moment, but Luck Strike looking like he's trying to get an angle on him. It's hard to tell. There's the spawn in. Yeah, Luck Strike looking like he's trying to get around him. Gets a hold of Thanks. Kevin gets a hold of Marmolk. Kevin trying to light him up. Here comes Pato. Rollo. These guys. Oh, Kevin wins the exchange. Keeping these guys out. Look, Kevin, when I said it was up to you by yourself, it wasn't like a personal challenge or anything. But he does manage to hold on to this long enough that they can at least get a couple more spawn-ins. Now it's up to Andre to keep Pato back. There's another spawn-in on the OP. The OP is back here, so it's pretty safe at the moment. Pato trying to push around. Does look like the Allies are still trying to break into Hamlet over here on the east side. Oh, man, excuse me. It's like I had a little hiccup while I was talking. Schema crawling through the wheat. Does look like he managed to take out that OP that was in the trench. It got moved further back here by Link. Actually, 3 squad leaders over here. It looks like Div33 really wants to take control of the east, but they have some guys making their way up in the center over here. Managed to walk all the way up the long slope. Mauricio trying to get up on this tank. They're losing crewmen. Tato goes down. The Tiger now a solo. There's also a fight going on over here as well. The Panther and the Medium dueling it out. I'm having a hard time seeing what I think. The Panther's just shooting the infantry here. He's got the Medium shooting right over top of him. I don't think the Medium can quite get a hold of him, though. It's just a solo, but a solo's all it takes if you're out of rockets. Casper should be able to get an OP up in that trench and maybe bring an engineer or something in. There's a pretty big push coming in from the Allies over here as well. Cav trying to break through in the center. Shooting those flankers. Ooh, hello. Almost spotted you jumping out the window. Oh, jumps out. It's coming around the backside. Oh, he got you. He was quick with that one, jumping out the window. More reinforcements from both sides pushing here in the center now. Things getting very aggressive right here, right in the middle of the battle. Still a fight going on over at Hamlet. Still just one squad breaking through in the center. Looks like they threatened the garrison over there for a minute. You've got Mateus is on it right now. Gets taken down by Bakudan, I think. Garrison over there still safe. Casper, did he get his OP up? Still has not placed an OP up here at all, so I'm not 100% sure what his play is. But Mauricio now has the ability to get in behind these boys here, but he gets spotted. He was close to the OP too. It's right there, hiding in that corner. Whoa, whoa, I heard a ricochet. I think this medium is just bouncing him off. Yeah, he's just bouncing him off the top of the Panther. Can't quite get the right angle on him. Hitting him though. Knows where he is. Oh, what just killed Lord Dark? Oh, it was you. Fran! A little bit short on the rocket. Getting lit up now by the MG. I'm kind of surprised that medium hasn't been able to destroy this garrison. He's just got to land around like right there where that body is. Think of it. Just me, or does it seem like that body's been laying there for an unusually long amount of time? Maybe it's just a prop. Is that just a prop? No, it's not. It was dead. That seemed like a lot longer than the 5 seconds I have it set to. Div33 still holding here. They've actually got Cav pushed out a little bit. Salty goes down. Salty's been doing a lot of work here in the center, but looks like he's starting to lose a little bit of ground. They do have an AT gun up right there now, trying to help out with some of this firepower. 76 right there, helping them push over here by Amlet. Maybe they're looking to swing around behind the tank here. He's got no shot. Nice and tucked in behind the building here. There he goes, he's peeking. Now's your chance. He's probably not looking. Oh, he's going the other way. Oh, if he would have just sat there for like an extra second. Casper still has his squad up here. He must have an OP. Yeah, he's got an OP up in the trench now. Mauricio, don't lose that OP. Turn around, look the other way. El Scrontable. El Scrontable's gonna get your OP. You're not careful. Did he get it? No, it's still there. Oh, El Scrontable just comes around the corner and shoots him right in the face. There's the OP. El Scrontable runs in and gets it. No spawn in. More ricochets over here on the Panther. Oh, he's catching hell right now. Oh, but he's backing off. Looks like he's gonna make it into cover yet again. Barely, too. He looks very damaged. Div33 taking back control of the hill just outside of Hugo's. But I see multiple tanks driving around in the backline back there for Cav, so they're not really hurting for tanks. They're doing really good with their tanks. 44 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. We're actually really starting to just get down there, aren't we? Match just flying past. Rallo gets himself another kill. Should have an OP up here somewhere. Yep, right behind him. So maybe we can bring some reinforcements in here and start pushing into this flank. He's having a hard time, though. These guys over here from Div33 are trying to push the very edge of the zone. I think, yeah, they should be safe right about there. Head goes down. He's, Simongi's kind of heading a little wide. I feel like he's maybe a little further than he should be. But again, we don't have to worry about it. The bots will take care of it. So if we see one of these guys die out of nowhere, we'll know they were out of bounds. I'm pretty sure he got shot. I could be wrong, though. He did just kind of die out of nowhere. As I was saying it. Look out, Link. I think he sees you. Oh, Link catching rounds from Yan Left. Who sees him. And got him in the face. Alright, let's head back over to the west again. See what's going on. Ooh, actually right here in the center. Div33 with a pretty nice push coming up. Kevin trying to push that way to get some flank fire into him. Rallo right next to him. Might spot him. Kevin and Rallo. Rallo gets the kill. Andre heading out that way now. Crayford trying to make his way across the wide open over here on the western edge of the map as a squad leader. Maybe he can slip through, but he's got to get past Iske and the Lord Dark. You know, not to mention the fact that there's a medium tank right here as well. That could also be a problem. Mental goes down. Neither side is able to make any progress over here on this side of the map. There is another tank over here for Cav, starting to light up the Panther, who is peeking. Just caught a round. He's still peeking. Put a round into the 76. Gets a hit on him, but he manages to back off. He's so lucky. So lucky the tankers weren't really paying attention. He peeked out, and they could have tag teamed him. Panther's going to be able to repair up yet again. Who is this? Lewis? Darwin? Stop disappearing. Lewis, Darwin, and Anthony? You guys are keeping this thing going with that Panther. So if it wasn't for that Panther, I'm pretty sure that Cav would have just collapsed this flank by now. Got two tanks over here. Bran actually managed to make it up onto the medium before being taken out by Game Over. Don't think there's a satchel. It seems unlikely. I don't see one. Infanterist gets a kill. Oh, there was a satchel. There was a satchel on the hedge. Destroyed both the repair stations and damaged the medium. Fran now making his way back up, looking to get another satchel on. Wants to do it again. Sorry, he's already got the satchel out. He's putting it on the hedge. Satchel's on the hedge. Gets taken down, pop in the corner. Tank's going to think he's safe. Oh no, he doesn't realize he killed him. He's driving out of there. I don't know if that satchel can destroy this garrison or not, though. Bakudan now running up as an engineer, but that satchel is going to go off. Pretty sure I saw him place it. Yeah, there it is. I saw the sparks of it right beforehand. No, the garrison is safe. They did lose another repair station. So things are still pretty secure over here on this side. More ATs making their way up, though. The lines are feeling thin over here. Oh, that's why. There was an infiltration on the backside. Somebody managed to slip through. There we go. Div33 managed to get somebody in the back line, is wreaking havoc back here, pulling reinforcements this way. I don't think they're going to be able to get much done back here, but the fact that Cav had to pull a bunch of guys back this way. Yes. Yes, run his comp. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Responding to the chat. Alright, was looking thin over here on the west. Now there's been some reinforcements on this garrison. Does look like Cav is going to be able to keep this under control for now. I did just hear a bombing run way in the back line, though. I am assuming that that was Cav defensively, thinking there was a garrison there. But that was a little bit of a waste of bombing run. Just a single squad back there. Regardless of who used it, this just wasn't a great bombing run location. I don't think anything was truly threatened. But it's only 10 minutes. It only takes like 10 minutes for the bombing run to come back up. The scary thing is that now that they've used their bombing run, Div33 is free to place a bombing run. Like, they could put it straight across right here, and they would do so much damage. They'd take that garrison out. They'd wipe all the infantry. Tank would probably even have to back off. Couple of squad leaders over here. Looks like Div33 is trying to exploit that hole that they created earlier, but there's a lot of infantry over here stopping them. They're gonna have a lot. They're not gonna have an easy time breaking through over here anymore. They had a brief moment where they could have. Is Casper making his way across the open? Him and Pato. Actually, I don't think they can see each other. They're just past the hill, but Casper makes it into the trench again. Here comes the counter bombing run. Going not quite where I said, but close enough. Over here on this edge of map, clearing this out. Lord Dark goes down. Mental should be able to push up and drop an OP on the edge of the hedge if he wants to. Oh, man, you guys use the bombing run. You don't have anything here to follow up with it. Don't have enough to follow it up. And you put that bombing run down, and you even got the garrison, but the tank is still here, and you never pushed anybody across the open. Like, I understand that Mental was probably holding his sector, you know, holding his field of fire because he was the most forward person, but bombing run, man. That was your opportunity. That was your chance. Now he's still holding that corner, and he's got reinforcements pushing right up into Lord Dark's machine gun. Submachine gun. Ooh, but the Panthers over here getting aggressive on the 76. 76 is catching. Oh, Infanterist gets this Panther who got stuck. He got stuck on the telephone pole and couldn't get through. He was about to flank the 76. I can't quite tell. What is he's okay, there's a P4 up there, which actually has a 76 very close to him, who's also dueling it out with another tank over here. Tiger, who's catching rounds from way back there on the hilltop. Catching rockets as well. Andre coming around the corner. I think he might be out of rockets. I'm pretty sure Thanks just killed him so that he could spawn back in. The Tiger's on the run. He's catching some rounds as he's trying to push through the open. He's pretty exposed right now. He's going to have to drive through the open right here. Will the 76 see it? Gets him! Nice shot. Who was it? Chefino? Air Commandant? Does that say O.J. Miller? J Mueller? J Mueller? Anyways. Nice kill, boys. Nice kill. 76 now free to start pushing up with some pressure on. I do see only one guy in the back line over there. Bakudan maybe getting a satchel on the 76 over here. But he's got to make it through the open first. He got killed by a pistol, so... That's just sparks from the damage. I don't think that's satcheled. With the way he was hanging back, I would have thought maybe it was satcheled. This 76 a little far forward. Luck Strike trying to make his way up on it. But this is where the major push is happening right here. P4 trying to keep the infantry from pushing up, supporting the 76. Everything is exploding behind me for some reason. Oh, I see. Commander Artie ability going on. Alright. Here comes Pato pushing up. Kid gets taken down. 369 jumps the hedge and runs the other way. There goes the OP. But the OP's gone. I think that other guy just got killed by the exploding repair station. The 76 still trying to keep this locked down up over here. The P4 kind of catching some rounds from the medium up on top of the hill. I don't think he can quite get him there. I don't really see any openings in the hedge. Maybe right there. I don't know, but Div33 is starting to feel kind of boxed into Hugo's. There was an airhead way down here on the edge of the zone from Cav, trying to get some reinforcements in behind that tank. Ooh. That was cool. .76 now backing off. AT is lighting him up with rockets. Oh, Link cleaning all these guys up right there. So Cav still got some guys slipping around the backside. Not too many. Airhead has been cleaned up. There's a couple of squads back there still might be able to keep the pressure on. 76 still catching some rockets from the infantry back there. He is pretty stuck right now. Over here on the west, they're still trying to push. I don't think there's any tank pressure over here anymore, is there? That Panther got destroyed. There is just the P4. No. There's something on the road right there. Tiger pushing this way. Looks like 76 trying to light up the P4 up there on top of the hill. I'm wondering if this Tiger might catch him while he's not looking. Casper was trying to make his way up towards that garrison over there, but he got caught by the infantry. There is a handful of guys making their way down the hedge. They're getting caught by the tank now. The Tiger now positioned himself just behind where the infantry is spawning in on the garrison. Does look like Casper got cleaned up in the center, and Div33 is reclaiming the trench on the top of the hill. Still some guys up close to the circle over here just to the northeast of Hugo's. Making their way down this closest hedgerow. Garrison here. In the barn? Yeah, it's in the barn. Right there where they just spawned. Now Cav still has a 76 over here just outside the front door, and I don't know that he's necessarily threatened that much by anything other than AT as he tries to push in. There goes his repair station, though. Did hear some ricochets going on over here. I think the 76 trying to duel it out with the Tiger. Yes, he is. Ricochets going off of the Tiger right now. Looks like the Tiger's backing off. Does not want to commit to this fight. Even lighting up some of the infantry as they're trying to make their way over to the garrison. He's catching rounds from the 76. There we go. Now he's backing off. That looked like a ricochet. Cav doing a fantastic job with their tanks. 28 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock, and Cav 100% seems to be holding the initiative at the moment. Just keeping Div33 on their heels. There's a squad around behind this tank trying to get up behind it. Maybe get some ATs over there. You got Schema there. There with the first rocket, a swing and a miss at the Panther. Mental now coming around from behind, gets both of them. OP still there. Doesn't look like Mental is going to get to it in time, though. They should certainly spawn in. He's watching. The Panther's watching, too. Oh, I think the Panther just got the OP. It was right there. Oh, I see it. He got it. Mental got the OP. They're cleared out from back here. The southeast quadrant is no more. There's still some pressure coming from further out over by Hamlet, though. They have not been completely pushed out of the eastern flank. They just got rid of the guys who are behind them now. Div33 doing a pretty good job of clearing out their backlines. Let's see if this 76 pushes back in here. They do have good tank fire coming in from the hilltop over top of dugout. Should be able to protect this 76 as he pushes in. If he could just get a little bit more infantry support. Casper once again has run himself up on top of the hill. I don't know if he's waiting for his OP or what he's doing, but he's up there again. Lord Sith gets shot. He's up in it. Casper is up in it. Luis. Luis looked like he's throwing out grenades where Casper just was. Ooh, Luis got blasted by a tank round or something. This 76 and the Tiger still dueling with each other. Looks like the 76 just had to back off. Oh, there's Luis again. Must be a spawn right here. Yeah, his OP is like right here. Yeah. Casper gets taken down by Luis. Luis never managed to get his OP up. It's still way back here. So. Or not? Did I say Luis or Casper? Casper is who I meant. I don't know which one I said. I like how it's making a grunting sound like there's somebody loading shells. Why'd you take it down? Alright, let's head over here to the east. This flank attack from Cav over here on the east side looking pretty good. Their center is anchored by 3 tanks, so I don't see any pressure there. There's a bombing run coming through right on the front door. Oh, it's going to wipe a bunch of guys. Oh, yeah, what a juicy bombing run that was. It didn't get everybody, but it definitely caused some chaos. Now, there is some guys pushing in, trying to take place of the bombing run. They're probably anticipating an attack from that direction, but... They get the garrison over here? They finally got the garrison over here cleared out. I think Infant got it with a rocket would be my guess. Either way, they finally got the garrison to the west. There's no tank over here anchoring this position anymore. Well, there is a Tiger here. Still locking it down, so they're not to be able to just push through, but... They're flanking around in the east. They've got 3 tanks pressuring from the north. Like the entire north, so really looking strong right now. Cav keeping up the pressure. Rockets going off into the tanks back here. The medium trying to force his way into the center. Marcao. Marcao protecting the 76. Could use an OP up here. Some reinforcements. You guys are making good progress. Don't lose it. Drop that OP just back where they can't pop it and bring some reinforcements in to protect this 76. Here comes Lux Strike. Gets a rocket into the 76, but he's shooting it in the front. Not going to be able to do much to it. Marcao should be able to spot him. He's not really looking. And Lux Strike gets Marcao. I guess he was in a little bit of low ground. There is some shooting. He's shooting at the Tiger over here. And the Tiger goes down. Oh, that's going to allow this tank over here on the western flank to push up now. I don't think he is just yet, but he certainly could. There's now 2 tanks up at the top. Oh, there goes the medium. Div33 did manage to destroy the medium now. I'm hearing another tank. I thought there was a Panther back here somewhere. Yes, there's a Panther back there on the road. Right there. He is trying to light this up best he can, but this infantry is getting boxed into the barns as Cav's infantry is pushing up to support the 76, who looks like he is being satcheled. Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck in the ditch. There's the satchel. You can see it. He got it stuck in the trench. Very unfortunate for the 76. He was doing good work up there in the front door, but he is going to be destroyed, and with the loss of the medium Sherman, I think that's going to allow Div33 to recover from this. There goes the 76. Memento should be able to have an OP up. Yep, bring some reinforcements over here in the west. In spite of the loss of the tanks, Cav has essentially taken control of the western side of the map. There is a couple tanks back here for Div33 keeping it locked down. I didn't really see this Luke's back here, who seems to be a little stuck at the moment. Here he goes. There you go, little guy. I think they know they're weak in the west, so that's why they position their tanks over there. Over here in the east, man, the infantry from the Allies still just swinging wide, wrapping around. A P4 pushing up here, trying to secure this side. Don't see a ton of ATs for Cav. Yeah, I don't see a ton of ATs. I'm going to have a hard time dealing with this P4 just pulled up to stop this push. Could really use a satchel or something right now. There goes the P4 pushing up. Now there's no tanks here right now to stop him. Just driving straight through. He's gonna maybe pop that OP. No, he's gonna get right past it. Here comes Kid. Hits him with a nice rocket. He's gonna come rack around that corner maybe. I don't know if this was the right play with this P4. I don't know what your plan was. I think Kid's about to get... Oh, Tatao got you. Supplies. Kind of looked like an airhead for a second. Oh, speaking of airheads... Sometimes you can just smell it. Thanks is running back this way. He should be able to see that parachute. Here comes the bombing run. Oh, he didn't get caught by the bombing run. Neither did Thanks. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Airhead destroyed. It was well timed with the bombing run, though. I'll give him that. Very well timed with the bombing run. Back over here. Getting the pressure up on Hugo's. Just a handful of guys. Just a handful of guys up close. Mauricio and Kid up here in the front. Come on, lock on to Mauricio. Ooh, careful, Mauricio. You're going to give away your position. You're sitting right on top of your OP. Here comes Marmok. Oh, and gets him. Does he check the bush for the OP? He is coming this way. Gets the OP. Div33 is going to hold. 18 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Casper has made his way up on top of the hill again. Did he manage to move his OP? Does have his OP up in the trench. Gets blasted with artillery. A strange feeling that that's friendly artillery right there. It's hard to say. There has been a pretty good push from Div33 over here in the east. Pushes some guys up into the flank of this attack. As well as pushing this P4 over here. Next P4, I should say. Guys just kind of running all over each other. Ooh, Kevin spawns in, gets taken down. Is that just an OP? I think it was. Oh, Link cleaning everybody out. Let's see if he comes around the corner and gets Tatao too. He sure does. Link cleaning it all up over here. Still some more guys coming out of Hamlet for Cav, but now they got this eastern flank pretty locked down for themselves. Div33 just barely able to keep these guys out of the strong points. Does look like Div33 managed to push Cav back over here in the west. They looks I don't see the garrison back up, but they do have OPs. And they got a tank over here. Got the Panther over here again. There is still a 76. I think that's still that same 76 for the Allies. Have not lost it yet. $16 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. If Div33 wants to win this one, they're going to have to start getting real aggressive. That 76 just landed a rock on the Panther. There's another hit. I don't know if he can back out of this one. He's just, the more further he backs up, the more exposed he becomes. There it is. Nice shooting. Egorp, Black Bass, Alka. Nice shooting over top of the hedge. Let's take a look at some of these machine gun positions real quick again. See what they got going on. You got Bruto back here. Pretty nice field of fire, especially looking up here. These guys trying to push over the hilltop into that shed. Trying to prevent that front door push. So decent field of fire. You can also protect the tank right now, who is very far forward. Who is he dueling with? Oh, what is that? Is that a tiger? It is indeed. You are screwed. Oh, he missed. The tiger missed. Oh, there's another tank over there. There he goes. There was another P4 over here as well. No ATs on the P4. Wait, I just saw one. Bronco. Get him, Bronco. Nice hit. Nice hit in the tread. He turned a little bit. Kind of thought maybe he was going to turn and run. Bronco gets cleaned up before he get the next rocket off. Let's take a more bird's eye approach. Salty has managed to slip through there in the center. Nope, never mind. He got cleaned up by Will Killer. Does seem like Div33 starting to get kind of aggressive here in the center. Realize they're running out of time. Isuke making his way down the hedgerow over here again. No garrison this time for him to get up on, though. Oh, nice shot. I'm not sure who made the shot. I think it was Elsar, but caught him as he was jumping into cover. Div33 having such a hard time pushing down this road. It feels like they just need to pick one point and then just bombing run, artillery, everything. Just blast it and push through it with, like, you know, 2/3 of your team or something. Like, just leave a couple of guys back to hold them away. It's hard to do that when you've got tanks that are threatening your borders. Threatening your zone. There's still a couple of tanks here for Div33, but this 76 just holding them in place. They're both those tanks up there were damaged. The 76 actually looks real good, so really supporting this push. He's not really sure like what he's looking for right now. Catching some rockets. He could turn his turret back and help this push right here. A lot of infantry right there. It's up to the kid. It's up to kid to hold it down by himself. Oh, they destroyed the P4 over here. I just realized that. There was a second tank here a moment ago. Nice by the ATs. I'm going to assume that Bronco did it. He was right there a second ago. Look at all the infantry that's being stalled up at this one spot. They're catching flank fire from so far away. You've got Infanterist over here on this tank. You got these guys over here. Casper shooting from this hedge. You've got Salty back here shooting from this hedge. And then you got Kid right up in their face. What's your name, Kid? Kid Bengalovsky? Bengalovsky? "11 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and Div33 does not seem to have any kind of an answer for how they're going to break through this. Flanks are all secure. Look at this. So look at this garrison placement that they have. It's almost impossible to like get around behind them without lighting up a garrison somewhere. Beautiful garrison spread to act as beacons for infiltrations. Pretty big push coming in from over here on the eastern side. Kid finally getting cleaned up. There's an OP right there. They got him as they spawn. Should be able to push up and clear whatever is there. It was an OP. It is no longer. Stalty should be able to get an OP up here. Markow also should be able to get an OP up here on the front door. Pretty heavy push going here. This Tiger is very distracted by all the infantry that's coming up the hill from the east. There is a tank. The 76 has pushed up and is engaging him point blank. Emergency repairs coming through from the crews. Tank bombing runs going through as well. Zaimong is trying to get a shot. The 76 is going to come around the corner and try to shoot the Tiger in the back. He gets stuck. Is he just not committing to it? The Tiger's backing up. Oh no! Too aggressive for too long. Gets cleaned up from behind by the Panther. Div33 hanging on to this eastern flank. The Tiger surviving. Schema sends a rocket right over top of him. I'm not sure what just blew up right there. I think it was honestly just a down tank. Here comes DJ Burrito right over top of Bonzas. He's gonna step on him. He literally can't. If he even tries to turn around to shoot them, they'll see him. That's funny. Just shooting right over top of his head. He can't even see anything, I don't think. literally had to run across his back to do that. Does he see him? He doesn't see him. Bonzes. Bonzes. Alright, Bonzes is AFK. I do hear a bombing run going on back here. Was it another airhead? It was indeed another airhead. Got caught and destroyed by the tank and infantry that pushed up to take care of it. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Again, I don't think Div33 has any real kind of answer of how they're going to break out of this. That airhead was their last-ditch effort, and I don't think it's going to be enough. At this point, they just take their tanks and get aggressive. Try and force your way through. I don't know how else they're going to do this. Cav has them completely boxed in. A couple of guys making their way up the hedgerow up here, but again, there's still a tank over here for Cav, keeping this side locked down. Oh, but they are taking casualties as they're trying to do it. How my frames really drop when I'm zoomed in like that. I thought that's why it always feels weird when I'm zoomed in. Drops me down to like 30 frames. Here comes the Tiger. Alright, this is it. Get this Tiger. Drive him right up in here and get aggressive. Shove like half your infantry up in here and take control of that house. You can do it, Div33. Precision strike. Looks like they precisioned that field. That tank was probably there, but I do not recall seeing a tank in that position. Not sure what that precision strike was going after. Can this Tiger get a hit on that 76? I'm not sure he can. Iske with the MG lighting these guys up though. How you gonna do it, guys? How are we gonna break out? There is a squad swinging wide. 6 minutes left on the clock. There is technically enough time for Link to move around and get in position. Never mind, he did. But he has to say, but he's got to sprint like from right now all the way till he gets to the top of dugout, and then he needs to bring a squad in immediately. That's about the only way it's going to work. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Div33 has almost no time to get this cap going. Cav shouldn't even really be being very aggressive right now. They should just about pull all these guys back and just set up a firing line along the zone. Hi, Monza. Thank you for the lurk, buddy. Here goes the Tiger. He's catching rounds from the 76. He's catching rockets from the infantry. This is your chance. He is very hurt. Here comes 76 pulling up. The ATs are dead. If he can win this exchange, he's catching the rounds. Catching rockets from game over. I don't know about this. There's another ricochet off the 76. Here comes the next round. It's not a kill. They're trying to hide in the smoke and repair. Emergency repairs. Here comes the next rocket. It is a hit. And there's the kill from the 76. Well played. Good effort from the Tiger, and he's trying to get these guys in there, trying to break through. Got the Panther back here, is also very damaged, dueling with something. Oh, it's got the tank. over there. 2 tanks actually up there on top of the hill. Never really stood a chance. Good positioning, trying to shoot through the hedge, but these tankers, man, they are sharpshooters today. Got these tanks up on the hill, just completely locking it down. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. I don't see Div33 breaking through anywhere. Three minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Time's running out. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think they have anybody close enough that they could start this cap, even if they broke through right now. Like, I don't think that they could make it to the circle fast enough. Cav should be dropping the reinforce right now, just in case. Get that. A reinforce runs for like 2 minutes, right? So 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you should be dropping a reinforce on your middle point, just to guarantee they can't get any cap pressure. Here's some machine guns over here, but 30 seconds left for Div to get this attack going. Link goes down yet again, trying to push in. He's being aggressive. He's trying. Ooh, Heinrich goes down. Up to you, Pato. Ooh, these rockets. I'm certain that one of them had his name on it. Whoop. Let's shoot over here and follow him down the hedge. Oh, he gets kid. Oh, and then he gets taken down by Marcow. More reinforcements coming down the hedge. We are below the 2-minute mark. Congratulations to Caveiras to your victory. Got Juan back there just lighting this whole thing up with his MG too. Oh, I think that rocket actually got the OP from Saimangis. Got a new one up. Got the tank driving in now. A couple guys trying to make their way down the road. They're about to drive into a tank now. Or run right into a tank. I hear tanks getting real aggressive now from the allies. They're just pushing all up in here. You gonna get another one stuck in there? Get him, Lukes. You can do it. Ah, he got away. Comes another tank, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. There's even a little bit of cap pressure going on. But there you have it. We'll take a minute to look at some combat scores as soon as this clock runs out, and then we will go ahead and shut it down. Ooh, they got the 76 in there. Nice kill, boys. Nice kill. Ooh. All right. Let's see how we did. Lots of VIP stuff going on up there. 926 from Kaputs. Tankers did really good. Tanks do great all the time. Tatao and Kevin, 1359, 1065. 916 from Chaplin. 1241 from Andre. Over here, 1173 from Pato. It's a 758 from Black Andretti. Not too bad at all. I definitely got to hand it to Cav, man. Their tankers seemed like they were just snipers with their tanks, just hitting everything that they looked at. Even if it wasn't like a perfect hit, they were still getting, glancing blows and ricochets, just pinpoint shooting everything. So very well played. Infantry seemed pretty even from both sides. I saw some good plays from both teams, so well played. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down there. Thank you, everybody who watched. Thank you for the follows, and you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Take it easy.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us